My name is Hodowanic. I'm from Wisconsin, Cornell, Wisconsin. I wrestle for the University of Minnesota at 133 pounds. Growing up, I didn't really grow up in a Christian home. I would go to church on like Christmas and Easter, and I didn't really have a chance to grow in my faith until I came to school, until I met one of my club coaches, Kevin Black, and he kind of introduced me to the gospel, and just by his actions and stuff, it just made me kind of curious to why this guy's life was different. Something that interested me about Kevin's family was just how he's got some kids, they're just different. Like, I don't know, you just have to be around them. They're just like super nice, super polite. Their family life is just different. How they interact with each other, how he treats his wife, how he talks to his kids, how he treats his athletes in the club. He's more interested in developing characters of men than just champions. He's more interested in creating character and all these things that he's trying to build into these guys through the sport of wrestling. Game-changing moment for me was after the state championship. It was kind of a crazy match. It ended up going into double overtime. I won. It was super exciting. And then after that, going back to the hotel room, it was like pretty happy. And then the next day we go back to Cornell and get on like a fire truck and have like a little parade in my small town and stuff. And then it was like the next day, and like the next day was Monday, and it just felt like another day. Like I was just like, wow, like that was it. Like there's got to be like something more. Like I just felt like empty, and like all that like training and stuff, like it was like good, and I like accomplished one of my goals, but it was just like left like an empty feeling inside. Like I woke up and the next day was still Monday. If I would have lost that match, it would have still been Monday. So it was just kind of like a game-changing moment. And so then I kind of wrestled with it throughout the summer, still kept competing and stuff. And then I just remember it was actually June 21st, 2010. I was meeting with Kevin and stuff, and we ended up driving to a practice that was like an hour and a half away. And I just kind of talked to him about like everything that was going on and stuff. And he just kind of walked me through like the gospel and stuff, and just said a prayer and asked Christ to receive Christ in my life and just lead me and stuff. And that was kind of the game-changing moment from there. A verse that I think is one of my favorite is Psalm 144:1. It's blessed be the Lord my rock, who strengthens my hands for war and fingers for battle. John Peterson shared me with that, and I just think it's awesome for the sport of wrestling, just talking about strengthening my hands for war and fingers for battle. Because when I think of wrestling, I think of war and battle, and just, I don't know, that stuff pumps me up. Sometimes wrestling, it's like a tough sport. It's like, hard with all the training we do and all that stuff like that. And at the same time, sometimes Christianity might come off to others as like this wimpy thing, but I don't think that's at all. I feel like that Christian athletes should be the hardest working athletes, and they should be able to work extremely hard with motivation of one, and just, I don't know, I can see how wrestling and faith can work well together. And I don't think just because you're a Christian means that you're going to be a doormat. Like, you should be one tough guy, because Jesus was one tough guy. What he went through on the cross and all that stuff, he's not just some wimpy dude.